For years we've been told that weight or BMI is the ultimate measure of health. Doctors, magazines, and even fitness apps have drilled this idea into us, making it seem like the number on the scale is all that matters. But that's far too simple, and often misleading. BMI doesn't tell the whole story, and it can't capture the complexity of our bodies. Not all body fat is created equal. The type and location of fat in your body can make a huge difference to your health. The real key is where your body stores fat. Some fat is tucked away safely, while other fat can be more harmful. Think of it like storing things in your house. Some places are safe and out of the way, others cause chaos and get in the way of daily life. Where you put things matters. Your body fat works the same way. Some fat is stored just under the skin, while other fat wraps around your organs. Where you store it really matters. Fat around your belly, for example, can be much riskier than fat on your hips or thighs. This explains why some people who are technically overweight can be healthy, while slim people can be at risk for serious health problems. It's not just about appearance. The location of your fat is a much better predictor of health than your total weight. Visceral fat, which surrounds your organs, is especially linked to health risks. It's not about being fat or thin. It's about what kind of fat you have and where it's stored. Two people can weigh the same but have very different health profiles. This shift in thinking can help you take control of your health in a smarter, more personalized way. Understanding your own body is empowering. So, let's put aside the bathroom scales and look deeper. Numbers alone don't define your health. We'll explore the different kinds of fat, why some are dangerous, and what you can do about it. Knowledge is the first step to making real change. This isn't about blame, it's about understanding the science so you can make better choices for your future. It's time to get acquainted with the geography of your body fat, because that's where the real secrets to health lie, and where you can start making a difference today. To understand why fat location matters, let's meet the main types of body fat that exist in our bodies. Each type plays a unique role, and where it's stored can have a big impact on your health. Subcutaneous fat is the soft, pinchable fat under your skin, on your arms, legs, and bottom. It's mostly harmless and acts as energy storage and insulation, helping to cushion your body and regulate temperature. In fact, it's the type of fat most people notice first, and it's often what we try to lose with diet and exercise. Then there's visceral fat, the real villain. It's hidden deep in your abdomen, wrapped tightly around your organs like the liver, pancreas, and intestines, making it much harder to detect. You can't see or pinch it, but it's metabolically active, releasing inflammatory chemicals and hormones that disrupt your body's normal functions. This type of fat can silently increase your risk for chronic diseases. Visceral fat is strongly linked to serious health problems including heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even certain cancers. The more visceral fat you have, the higher your risk. There's also ectopic fat, when fat invades organs like the liver or heart, causing major dysfunction. This misplaced fat can lead to conditions like fatty liver disease and heart complications. Brown fat, on the other hand, burns energy to generate heat. Adults have some, especially around the neck and shoulders, and activating it may boost metabolism and help with weight control. Beige fat is a hybrid. White fat cells that start acting like brown fat, burning calories when stimulated by cold or certain hormones. Scientists are exploring ways to activate more beige fat for better health. Understanding these types, from safe subcutaneous to dangerous visceral and ectopic, and helpful brown and beige, lets us move beyond the idea that all fat is the same. Each type has a different effect on your body. It's the type and location of fat that really matter for your health, not just the total amount. So, not all fat is bad, but some is far more dangerous than others. Knowing which is which can help you make better choices. Knowing the difference is the first step toward taking control of your health and reducing your risk. Let's see how this plays out in real life, and why understanding your body's fat distribution can make all the difference. Body shape gives us important clues about how fat is distributed in our bodies and what that means for our health. It's not just about how much fat you have, but where it's stored that really matters. The classic apple shape means carrying extra weight around the middle. This is mostly visceral fat, which sits deep inside the abdomen and is linked to a higher risk of serious health problems. In contrast, pear shapes store more fat on the hips and thighs. This fat is mostly subcutaneous, sitting just under the skin, and is generally considered less harmful to your health. Two people with the same weight can have very different health risks, depending on where their fat is stored. It's not just the number on the scale that counts, but the pattern of fat distribution. Visceral fat in apple shapes acts almost like an organ itself, pumping out inflammatory chemicals that can raise blood pressure, increase cholesterol, and drive insulin resistance, key factors in heart disease and diabetes. This is why waist size is a much better indicator of health risk than weight alone. A tape measure can sometimes tell you more than a scale ever could. An expanding waistline is a warning sign, signaling that dangerous fat is building up around your vital organs, even if your overall weight hasn't changed much. If your subcutaneous fat stores are full, your body starts packing fat in the worst places, deep inside your abdomen and around your organs, where it does the most harm. Recognizing this can shift your focus from worrying about fat on your arms or legs to paying closer attention to your waist. It's the fat you can't always see that's most dangerous. The fat around your middle is the real threat to long-term health, increasing your risk for chronic diseases even if you look healthy elsewhere. Body shape tells a story about your health. Make sure you're reading the right one and paying attention to the signals your body is sending. Meet the TOFI, thin on the outside, fat on the inside. These people look slim, have a low BMI and seem healthy, but inside, they're carrying dangerous visceral fat. Outward appearance can be deceiving. A normal weight doesn't guarantee good health. TOFIs have little subcutaneous fat, but their bodies store fat deep in the abdomen. The BMI scale can't detect this hidden risk. A muscular athlete might be labeled obese by BMI, while a sedentary office worker with a healthy BMI could be a TOFI. Lifestyle is a key clue. Sedentary habits and diets high in sugar and processed foods promote visceral fat, even without weight gain. If your waist is expanding but you're still slim elsewhere, you could be a TOFI. The TOFI trap reminds us, health is more than skin deep. True metabolic health is about what's happening inside. Don't be fooled by the mirror. Look deeper. On the flip side, some people are overweight or obese by BMI, but remain metabolically healthy and fit. They store most of their fat subcutaneously, on hips and thighs, not around their vital organs. Their bodies have a large, safe storage for fat, keeping it away from vital organs. As long as these stores aren't full, their metabolism stays healthy and balanced. But if they keep gaining weight, eventually fat spills over into dangerous visceral and ectopic stores. Genetics gives them a bigger buffer, letting them carry more weight before health risks rise. Many of these people are physically active, which helps keep fat in the right places. Exercise encourages subcutaneous storage and improves insulin sensitivity, regardless of weight. It's not just about how much you weigh, but where your body puts the fat. Focus on your metabolic profile, not just the scale alone. Why do some people store fat as apples, others as pears? It's a mix of genetics, hormones, age, and lifestyle. Your DNA sets your natural fat distribution. If your family is apple-shaped, you're more likely to be too. Hormones play a big role. Estrogen encourages fat on hips and thighs, but after menopause, women store more visceral fat. Age matters. Muscle loss and slower metabolism make it easier to gain fat, and safe storage becomes less efficient. That's why metabolic disease risk rises with age, even if weight doesn't change much. But lifestyle is hugely important. Diets high in sugar and refined carbs promote visceral fat. Chronic stress and high cortisol levels drive fat to your belly. Lack of sleep disrupts hormones that control appetite and fat storage. A sedentary lifestyle is a major risk factor. The good news? These are all things you can change. Your choices can override your genes. The best news? Visceral fat is often the first to go when you make healthy changes. You don't need extreme diets or punishing workouts. Regular exercise, both aerobic and resistance, burns visceral fat and improves insulin sensitivity. Cut back on sugar and refined carbs. Focus on a Mediterranean-style diet rich in vegetables, lean protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Fiber feeds your good gut bacteria and reduces inflammation. Prioritize sleep and manage stress. Both are crucial for controlling hunger hormones and cortisol. Chronic stress and poor sleep tell your body to store fat on your belly. Mindfulness, hobbies, and time in nature all help. Don't obsess over the scale. Focus on the type and location of your fat. With smart choices, you can shed harmful internal fat and boost your health from the inside out. That's the real secret to a healthier, longer life.